Today we're taking a look at these NCAAF matches, which are happening on Saturday, August 27, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you at least 5 betting picks for each game, a team pick, a total pick, and multiple prop bets based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Nevada versus New Mexico State. The 2022 college football regular season kicks off for Nevada and New Mexico State when the Wolfpack visit the Aggies on Saturday at Aggie Memorial Stadium. Last season, Nevada was 8-5 overall and 5-3 in the Mountain West Conference, finishing third in the West Division. Our team pick is Nevada -9 points. And here is why. Both teams might be starting fresh, but Nevada has a better feel for the type of team that it wants to be from the get-go, which gives the Wolfpack a big advantage in this game. They have their star running back on the field as well, so that will certainly stabilize things offensively. New Mexico State is replacing just about everyone outside of some defensive starters who struggled to get off the field in 2021. Nevada will control the tempo of this game with its rushing attack, while New Mexico State will struggle to get things going without an offensive identity. The New Mexico State Aggies has Jeremy Kill as their new head coach. Kill is known for having an offense that runs first and passes second while controlling the clock, which makes the offensive line key to their success. The Owl will have 3 starters returning and several additions through transfers and new recruits. Last year's leading rusher Juwan Price transferred to Syracuse, but Omori Samuels returns and the Aggies added transfer Amonte Watkins from TCU. New Mexico State lost starting quarterback Jonah Johnson during the transfer portal. Weston Agate is expected to be the starter on Saturday, has a strong arm but threw just 10 passes last season. Dino Maldonado, whose strength is running the ball, and Diego Pavia will also see playing time. New Mexico State's receivers core is deep but lost its top 2 receivers from last season. Our total pick is under 47.5 points. And here is why. With New Mexico State utilizing a run-first offense, a great deal of the play clock will be used each time the Aggies offense is on the field and can generate a sustained drive. The total has finished under in 5 of New Mexico State's last 6 played during August. The total has finished under in 5 of Nevada's last 6 games played in Week 1. Our prop bets are: our first pick is Nevada Wolf over 20.5 points. When it comes to scoring, the Nevada Wolfpack held an average of 35.7 points per game. As a team, they maintained an average of 77.5 yards on the ground, which had them sitting 129th in Division I. The Wolfpack earned 5,519 total yards over the course of last season. Nevada compiled 38 passing touchdowns and 13 touchdowns via the ground. Nevada accumulated 290 first downs as a team, and they were flagged for 85 penalties for 716 yards. They surrendered the ball 10 different times. The Wolfpack were sitting in 68th in Division I regarding the opposition scoring, giving up 26.5 ppg. Opposing teams ran for an average of 4.8 yards per rushing attempt and 189.5 yards on the ground per game last season. In total, they gave up 2,464 running yards through 13 outings. When it comes to yards via the pass, the Wolfpack gave up 2,869 yards, which had them ranked 67th in the country. In their 13 games played last year, they surrendered 220.7 yards per game through the air and allowed a completion percentage of 62.1%. They relinquished 410.2 yards per outing, which ranked them 90th in D1. They granted 20 passing touchdowns as well as 22 touchdowns on the ground. Our second pick, New Mexico State Aggies, under 20.5 points. When it comes to putting points on the board, the Aggies sat 105th in college football, scoring 22.6 ppg. Last season, the Aggies compiled 3,233 passing yards in addition to averaging 269.4 throwing yards per outing, which was ranked 25th in college football. The New Mexico State Aggies averaged 370.8 yards per outing, which ranked them 90th in the nation. The New Mexico State offense compiled 706 penalty yards on 82 infractions, which was good for 52nd in Division I in terms of hurting your team. The Aggies allowed 40.4 ppg, which had them sitting 128th in the nation. New Mexico State allowed a total of 2,338 rushing yards, 194.8 yards/game, in addition to 26 touchdowns via the rush throughout last season. Over the course of the season, they relinquished 485 total points. They gave up 31 touchdowns through the air and 294.3 yards/game, ranking them 128th in the country. The Aggies defense took the field for 797 plays, which ranked them 26th in college football. Our player props are: first pick is Juvu Price under 7.5 yards per carry. The Aggies ended the year holding a 2-10 record. The last time they took the gridiron, the Aggies went home victorious with a score of 44-27 when they played the UMass Minutemen. Juvu Price carried the football 24 times for 156 yards, ending the game with 6.5 yards per carry for New Mexico State. Jonah Johnson, 2 TDs, finished the game with 420 yards on 26 30-seconds through the air while his QB rating was 212.1. He didn't toss any picks and his YA was 13.125. New Mexico State allowed 35 attempts on the ground for 281 yards, 8.0 yards per rush. The Aggies' passing defense gave up a completion percentage of 52.2%, relinquishing 124 yards on 12 out of 23 through the air. The Aggies finished the contest with a total of 623 yards while running 71 plays, 8.8 yards per play. New Mexico State ran the ball for 5.5 yards per carry, totaling 203 yards on 37 carries. Our second pick is Nate Cox, over 90.5 QB rating. The Nevada Wolfpack wrapped up their year holding a 8-5 mark. In their last game, the Wolfpack played the Western Michigan Broncos and ended up losing by a score of 52-24. Nate Cox connected on December 23 with 121 yards passing and 1 TD. He had a QB rating of 102 and finished the game with 1 pick. Devonta Lee was the rushing leader for the Wolfpack with 7 totes for 85 yards, 12.1 yards per carry. The Nevada Wolfpack ran the ball 31 different times and had 121 yards, which had them averaging 3.9 yards per carry. Once the final whistle blew, they tallied 54 plays which gave them a total of 242 yards. Nevada surrendered 8 completions on 14 attempts for 162 yards and a completion rate of 57.1%. Against the rush, the Wolfpack conceded 352 yards on 52 tries, which calculates to 6.8 yards per run allowed.